My trip to the Galapagos Islands in January of 2016 was primarily to take still photographs, but of course I couldn't resist shooting some video along the way as well. Video of birds and penguins from a moving panga boat bouncing on the waves isn't particularly compelling to watch, but I was able to capture some great footage on land. And as you'll see, I was partial to the iguanas and the baby sea lions, who were just way too cute not to capture on video, and very tempting not to take home with me. Our 8-day itinerary took us to the western and central islands. Once we landed on Baltra Island, we took a bus across the island from our plane to a ferry, where our bags were thrown onto the roof, and that took us to another bus, which took us to Puerto Ayora, and that's where we met our pangas, which then took us to our floating hotel for the week, the Beluga. There were 10 of us, I believe, along with David, our naturalist guide, a captain, a cook, 2 engineers, a barman, and 4 sailors and panga drivers. At 110 feet, it was very comfortable and the food was great. We were very active every day, and most of the time spent on the boat was sleeping or eating. The top deck looked pretty ghetto with our freshly washed laundry hanging there every night. One day we crossed the equator and we had a bit of a party as we counted down to the 0 equator line on the GPS. And of course a beautiful rainbow came out to celebrate with us.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy equator! Happy equator line? Is that what you said? Yeah, it's got to be a better name than that.
There was incredible wildlife everywhere. Most often you had to be careful not to actually step on it, as many times you just find an iguana or a tortoise just hanging out on your hiking path. The official welcoming committee of the islands are the Galapagos sea lions, and they're exclusively bred here. And they're everywhere. Many of these pups are less than 6 months old, and they're clearly just learning how to get around, although not terribly gracefully, as you can see. This goofy flycatcher kept flying into our lens hoods, over and over and over again. It made it really hard to take pictures. This is the Galapagos fur seal. We didn't see too many of these. Sally Lightfoot crabs. They have a funny name and they're everywhere. I'm not sure why I was fascinated by them, but they look like they came out of the Little Mermaid movie. I can't resist those beady little eyes. There were piles of iguanas. Piles, literally piles of iguanas. It's fascinating to watch these guys walk around. In the Galapagos, you encounter wildlife so close that you can reach out and touch them. The animals will waddle or swim right up to your nose. They have absolutely no fear of humans, and they're very curious. Marine iguanas are only found in the Galapagos. It's so weird to see them swimming in the water, kind of like Godzilla movies coming to life. The Galapagos giant tortoises are the largest living tortoises, and they can weigh up to nearly 1,000 pounds. They can live in the wild over 100 years, and they move very slowly, and they eat lots of grass.
Phone home.
Where else on Earth can you find penguins and marine iguanas hanging out at the beach together in peace and harmony? Only in the Galapagos. There's wildlife everywhere. I literally just stuck a GoPro camera underwater during a panga ride, and I caught this sea turtle swimming around. A visit to the Galapagos is a once-in-a-lifetime, unforgettable, and unparalleled experience.
Arriba.
Arriba.
Abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro.
centro.
Shake your bum bum.
Shake your bum bum.
Adentro. Sale.